Okay guys, welcome back to Blox Dungeon. Today we have a new update that is recently just uploaded into the server. Now, this new update specifically will give you an idea on what to chase in this game. Not only you can play a lot of dungeons, as you can see right here. If you go to the dungeon master right here, there is a slime dungeon, a goblin dungeon, and an orc dungeon, which is currently still in development. So we'll keep that in mind. You just keep up with our social media to find out if their new update is available. Now, from this dungeon master, you can see right here, there's a leaderboard right now showing our players' achievements by how much diamonds they earned. Right here, I'm at the first place in 15k, and then there's also gold earned 170k, and then the highest level for me right now is at level 25. Do keep in mind that this is the level cap at the moment, so level 25 right now is the level cap on the game, but don't worry, as the game updates and progresses, the cap will also rise. So what's the point of the leaderboard in here? Basically, all you have to do is just play the game, do some dungeons, keep doing the hardest dungeons, because as you can see right here, if you really want to compete in the leaderboard, there's easy, medium, hard, and insane. But right now, insane doesn't have anything yet, so maximum is at hard. But as you can see right here, the rewards progresses a lot. In slime dungeon, if you do it hard, you get 25k, although in easy you only get 15k of gold, which means that the harder the difficulty is, the higher rewards that you'll get, which also means the easier for you to get into the leaderboard as fast as you can. Now, of course, the game is still in pre-alpha, so there's not really much people on the leaderboard right now, but there could be interesting rewards once you get to a certain amount of threshold, or maybe just placing the top one. Now, we're not giving you any info yet, but this shows an idea on what to do in the game. So, in the dungeon, there's a lot of options. One of it being four different difficulties, but right now it's only available for easy, medium, and hard. And there's 3 dungeons: slime, goblin, and orc. Orc was supposed to be the hardest one, but since it's still in development, we can't really say much. But the hardest dungeon right now is the Goblin Dungeon, which rewards you significantly. That gives you 40k gold, 350 diamonds, and a 911 XP. Now, the first one being the slime boss. It shoots slime, it spawns his mini slimes as well. They deal not much of a damage, but once they turn red, they became so aggressive, so you do have to keep that in mind. Although Slime Dungeon is very friendly for people who are just starting to play the game. Now, Goblin, however, is a bit more difficult. It's like the mid-range boss at the moment. Now, it is still very hard because once you reach into the boss, there's a mini axe being thrown. He spawns little goblins as well. But what makes him very difficult to fight against is his stone rains. So similar to the melee skill sword rain, it drops huge stones around him, and once you get hit by the stone, it deals a lot of damage, so you have to keep that in mind. And Goblin Dungeon has a fire anyway. Goblin Dungeon has fire. Now, when you face and the enemies you face in Goblin Dungeons has a fire into it. There's the big one and there's also the small one. Of course, the big one deals much more damage, and the small one deals regular damage. Although with Slime Dungeon, you're only fighting against slimes, except the slime boss, which is the only different character, which is the only different monster in the game. Now, doing dungeons repeatedly will help you gain level, it helps you buy new equipments, so you can face the harder opponents even stronger. Although if you're just starting out, the easy difficulty is a very good place to start. There's also a minimum level required to give you a general idea on what level you need to reach to fight on this dungeon. So yeah, with the leaderboard updates, now we can figure out, now you guys can figure, with the leaderboard up. Now with the leaderboard updates, now you have the idea on what to grind right now. Get the greatest weapons, do the hardest dungeons, and eventually you'll get to the reach Eventually, doing dungeons over and over again with your strongest weapon would give you a breeze and easy rise into the leaderboards. Now, here's a small update on the leaderboards. More updates are coming soon. Stay tuned to our Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.